performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And this pass is on target, caught. And they'll move to 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep down the middle. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that one produces a decent gain. Gain sets up a third down play. To throw, it's Selvia. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
Offense rolling the dice on this fourth down call. Looking to throw here. Now rolling out to his left. Looking deep down the left side. Picked off in the end zone, but the defender could not get a foot down inbounds. It's incomplete. Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this could really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. The Vols pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back to just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. On the move now. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
I think the zone blitz is really tough for the college quarterbacks to pick up. A lot of times you see blitz, you think man-to-man. This time they zone blitz, sit back in soft coverage. Quarterback hesitated just a moment, which allowed the linebacker to get home for the sack.
A sack sets up second down. Looking for a man. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
The Gators offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. The Gators will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to throw. It's Selvia. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
1st and 10 now for the offense. To snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this one is caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
The Gators are on the move here. Looking to throw it again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Now it's second down here. Dropping back, it's Selvia. He finds the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitching catch.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. On the read. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And on fourth down, they line up in the wildcat. What's the call here? Direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down.
Confident play there on 4th and 1. Get behind the big fellas up front. Get a good push. You have to like that call on this part of the field. A punt there doesn't net much of a change in field position, so the right call is made and you pick up the first down.
And it's a direct snap. Into the clear. That's a solid gain out of the wildcat, but not enough for the first down. Here's the second down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Critical moment in this conference championship. 10th play of the drive. Third down and short. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. Looking downfield, it's Selvia. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Conference championship shift pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll run it here. He stopped and gets a first down.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down. Second down and 10 after the incompletion from the 23. Looking to pass. It's Selvia. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, what a grab! This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. It's a toss to the left side. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Wants to throw it. They trap him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finding space at the 20. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of it, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. With that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first half, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To throw, it's Selvia. Wide open downfield. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Gators. They were not going to catch him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. He hands it off from the gun.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Grab behind the line. It's Golden. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little gritty because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Then he'll run out of bounds and pick it up a few yards on the play.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And he throws his third interception of the day. Could take it all the way. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to throw. It's Selvia. Looking to scramble. The receiver grabs it. Brought down, but broke the tackle. Produce a solid game there. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They look to throw it here on second down. Good catch made on the sideline. That's enough for a first down. And read out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. To throw, it's Selvia. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. That was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. Screen to the wide receiver. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
So the offense with a 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. An inside give now from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
There's a loss after the completion. It's a good play by the defense.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Short pass finds the tight end. Wildcat picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the 1st.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Here comes 4th down. Now look at this. They line up in the Wildcat formation. Makes the read. Breaks free. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, Chris, you don't see this very often. Pitching it to a receiver on the option, and the defense had no idea that he was in play. Takes it to the house for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Cobb. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Same tailback, another carry. defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. And the Vols will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
The Volunteers lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Dump off, caught by the running back. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up the reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Vols pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to throw again. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Important moment here in this championship game. 3rd down and short on the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Tight end goes in motion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass, the catch is made. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. Yeah, the offense does complete the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that offensive player back in the process.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Quarterback making some changes at the line. To the air, it's Selvia. A short completion of the tight end. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
And the Gators will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Gators will line up to boot it away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one will be fair caught. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brought down after a short gain. Now it's four fingers in the air. Get ready for the fourth coming up. Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
Caught behind the line. It's Golden. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as he try to cut in to this lead. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Dropping back, it's Selvia. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. They are pouring it on now. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Offense trots that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the move now. He's going to take off here. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. Now it's third down.
Now here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida. The defense contributes 6 points.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead. He finally makes an appearance for his first catch.
Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Well, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside, and on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the fourth quarter.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. The junior brought down after making a great catch.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
The receiver makes the catch. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Big throw caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So out comes the field goal team from a long way out. They are putting a whole lot of faith in this kicker. This one will be a 60-yard attempt. Can he get it there? The kick is no good. And the score remains very lopsided. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Pounding away with the run game. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the running back takes the handoff. Has the first down and more. He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1-yard line. Boy, he deserved a touchdown there.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Movement here from the tight end. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, you can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.